Hey yo, what is up? Got a new mouse today. This is the IFYOO G63. This is a new mouse. It's on Amazon for $49. I've reviewed a mouse exactly like this a month ago, but this one is slightly different because it is a little bit better. Actually, it's a lot better, but let's find out more about it. Now, IFYOO is a brand that you have probably heard before if you are kind of like in the mobile gaming scene. They released a lot of products that are kind of like niche to the mobile gaming market, you know, the controllers and stuff like that, the additions that those handles that you put on your phone by the side so that you have a joystick and stuff like that. So that's the IFYOO brand, very popular in some niches, I suppose, but they seem to be exploring the mouse market, and so they've come up with something pretty interesting. So inside the packaging, very simple. Actually, I really like simple packaging like this. Nothing much inside, everything straightforward. Extra feet, cable, and you're good to go. Let's put this aside and check out the mouse. So the mouse is actually almost, in fact, it's exactly the same as the LTC GM022 mouse that I reviewed maybe a month ago. Ooh, these clicks are even better than that mouse. But it is exactly the same mouse. That one was purple, this one is white. The difference is this dock. Now that one had a dock exactly like this, but this one has 4K. So right out of the box, you've got 4K capabilities. And this is very interesting. There is no other dongle that I see. There is no trapdoor with hidden dongle inside. There is no 2.4 Hz dongle. It is immediately straight to 4K. The 2.4 Hz dongle receiver is inside right here. And yeah, let's get me some wires to hook it up. So I should have power to this. Oh no, they have one of those wires that only fit their own product. You can't use a generic one. That's too bad. So I have to pull out their dongle, their proprietary dongle, I suppose. Will that fit? Yes, it will. So their dongle will fit. Let's jack it in. There you go. And we have RGB glow, and it looks like we can change the color of the RGB glow. Turn it on, turn it off. So that's your receiver and your 4K and your charging dock all in the same place. This cable is not stiff at all. It is actually quite soft, so it's pretty good. Yeah, pretty interesting. Let's see if we can turn it on. 2.4G. We'll need to remove the stickers on the feet, so let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if black skates means they are not PTFE. I don't know, but we'll find out right now. Oh, it's very nice, but it's new. Anything new is nice and smooth. We'll find out in a couple of weeks if it slows down. Right now, it is pretty fast and I like it very much. But here's the cool part. This has qmk compatibility, which means you can configure the mouse using the webdriver, which I am trying to do now. It is searching for device. Yo, what is up? I am back after a couple of days of using this mouse, and I am here to share with you the user interface, which is the web-based driver. Now this is a driver that is specific to the G63. Funnily enough, this driver, web-based driver, also works for my Darmo Shark keyboard, which is really strange because here we have a web-based driver that works for the mouse and the keyboard, which is really weird to me. But anyway, you go to the website at IFYOO, and if you go to the support, you can select the mouse, and either you download the driver straight into your PC or you use the web-based driver. However, if you want to use the web-based driver, you still have to download a little file called the IoT driver, which is like the Internet of Things driver. If you guys know about, you know, all these interfaces that connect your stuff to the internet, it is like a link that connects your web-based driver into your mouse, which is almost the same like you're downloading the software straight into your computer as well. But I suppose this is a smaller version of it, a smaller solution, because the driver or the software is already on the web, and you just downloading this little Internet of Things driver that bridge the gap between your mouse and the web-based driver. But this is the web-based driver. If you download the standalone driver for the mouse, it looks exactly the same. I am now running it in 4000 Hertz. But yeah, this is the G63. I could share with you a little bit about the specifications of the mouse. This is kind of like a G Pro Superlight shape, but it is a smaller potato versus the G Pro Superlight, which is a huge potato, right? So you can see that the size itself, it is slightly shorter in length, but not by much. This is a 1/19, but in my hands it feels, you know, pretty comfortable. Even though I've got large hands, it seems like the G Pro Superlight fits me better, but I have no problem with the G63. Just to show you, of course I've covered this mouse before, but just to go back to it again, the size of the grip is about 57 millimeters wide. So it is not a large mouse, but neither is it a small mouse. This falls squarely in the middle, which makes it a medium sized mouse. Also, that I wanted to cover this part, which is pretty important. You see the slopes of the grip or the M1 and M2 buttons. They seem to be pretty low. They look like the Xtrify, what's that new Xtrify mouse, 60, is it the M68? I think that's what they call it, right? The Xtrify Cherry Xtrify M68 Pro with that low triggers in the front. But if you actually look at it, where your fingers rest, which is right there for me, right? I'll measure it for you guys, and you're going to be able to see that it is actually not that low. It is 18, 19 millimeters. That's where I rest my fingers, 18, 19 millimeters. So it is not super low. So that's where I rest my fingers. So we're talking about 18 millimeters, 19 millimeters, not super low at all. 18, 19 millimeters, we're talking about the same height as the Endgame Gear OP1WE. Let me just show it to you. That's the OP1WE. Obviously, you can see that the angles are absolutely insane, completely different kind of angles. That's the OP1WE, and that's the G63. Now it seems like this is a very low trigger, like I said, but if you think about it, where your fingers rest, it is not that low. The angle is just going to be sharp downwards that way, while the OP1WE is kind of like flatter that way, right? While the G63 is more sharper down that way. This might be something some people will like a lot, because this is a totally different feeling compared to what you're used to with the kind of like the hood of a car. This is like a Beetle, and this is like you know, a Nissan. This is like a Kia. This is like a Kia hood. The hood is high, it's kind of flat, your fingers are resting kind of flat. And this is like a Beetle hood, where your fingers are resting at a sharper angle pointing downwards. So that is the difference. It is a very comfortable mouse to hold. If you have a smaller hand, this is going to be even nicer for you, I feel. Because I have large hands, 21 by 12, I feel like I'm not really taking full advantage of the curvature of the mouse, how the mouse cuts like a dome-shaped beetle. I think it is going to be more advantageous if you have like a smaller hand. If you're like 19, 18, 17, I think this will be even better. But yeah, that's the 4K receiver. This is also the 4K dongle. There is no physical dongle. There is no dongle that, you know how some mouses come with dongles that look like this. This is the endgame gear one, and then you have to jack it into the charging port at the front or at the back. This one does not have that. This one, the whole receiver charger thing is right here. This has to be your thing, and then to charge it, you just stick it on top, and there it's charging. The light is on, and you are in full charging mode there. So very interesting concept, very interesting mouse. Magnetic charging, just stick it there and you're good to go. Look, the mouse isn't even straight, but it is charging no problem. There you go. I didn't even have it on straight just now, but somehow it managed to lock on and charge. I want to repeat that again. There you go. It's not even straight, it's not even locked in, but it's charging. So very interesting. This is the IFYOO G63. If you're interested, this is also a tri-mode, which means you have Bluetooth 2.4, and if you want to have it wired, you can have it wired as well. Not a problem. But yeah, G63 IFYOO. If you're interested, I'll leave links for you guys, and then go pick it up on Amazon. 49 bucks, a real deal. And I hope you enjoyed this video, took some useful information, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.